Assalamualaikum, my name is Nik Nur Alia and I'm going to introduce you what is Sukuk. Sukuk are Sharia compliant financial instruments that play a central role in Malaysia's Islamic finance industry. Since the 1990s, Malaysia has used Sukuk to finance major infrastructure, corporate and development projects under a strong regulatory and legal framework. With a clear Sharia governance and an active secondary market, Malaysia has established itself as a leading Sukuk hub, attracting both domestic and international investors that seeking ethical and stable investment opportunity. To begin answering the first question, first I'm going to explain about the role of Bank Negara Malaysia. Bank Negara Malaysia plays a key role in strengthening the Sukuk market by ensuring a strong Sharia and legal framework. It issues Sharia governance guidelines and support dispute resolution mechanism that follow Sharia principle, which help increase investor confidence. As the central bank, Bank Negara Malaysia also facilitate the issuance and trading of Sukuk through efficient system for issuing, settlement and safekeeping, ensuring smooth and secure market opportunity. To improve market liquidity, the central bank enhanced the repo market and support hedging facilities, allowing investors to better manage risk. Bank Negara Malaysia also encouraged innovation such as the introduction of Malaysia's first digital Sukuk, which is Sukuk Prihatin. Next, role of Security Commission Malaysia. The Security Commission Malaysia plays an important role in developing and regulating the Sukuk market as the main authority for the capital market. It sets and enforces rules and guidelines to ensure the Sukuk market operate in a fair, transparent and efficient manner. The Commission also ensures Sharia compliance by establishing a Sharia Advisory Council and requiring registered Sharia advisors to certify Sukuk structure. In addition, the Securities Commission promote innovation by introducing frameworks such as the SRI Sukuk and SRI linked Sukuk to support sustainable and green financing. It also improved market access by allowing greater participation from retail investors and providing information through platforms like BIX Malaysia. Bank Negara Malaysia and the Securities Commission Malaysia play distinct but complementary roles in developing Malaysia's Sukuk market. Bank Negara Malaysia, as the central bank, focus on the financial stability and the smooth functioning of the Islamic banking system. It regulates Islamic bank and the Islamic money market, where Sukuk are used as a key instrument for liquidity management and monetary policy. In contrast, the Securities Commission Malaysia acts as the capital market regulator with a focus on market development and investor protection. It oversees corporate Sukuk issuance, provides clear Sukuk guidelines, and promote innovation such as sustainable and responsible investment and green Sukuk. By ensuring transparency and encouraging product diversification, the Security Commission enhances investor confidence and market depth.
My name is Nur Zafir Ala binti Zaini. For my part, I will explain why the Malaysian government's role as a Sukuk issuer has been the main catalyst for Malaysia's Sukuk market growth. First, let's see the role of the government. Malaysia issues sovereign Sukuk such as Malaysian Government Investment Issues, MGII, and Global Sovereign Sukuk, GSS. These Sukuk give the market a steady supply of Sharia-compliant instruments. They also create a risk-free benchmark yield, which help companies price their Sukuk correctly and reduce uncertainty. Government Sukuk also increase investor confidence, especially among international and large institutional investors, because they trust the rules and Sharia compliance. Lastly, this Sukuk provide market liquidity, helping Islamic financial institutions manage their money smoothly and keep the market stable. Next, there are key examples of government Sukuk. The MGII works as the domestic benchmark and encourages private Sukuk issuance. The Global Sovereign Sukuk GSS 2001 and 2002 attract international investors and made Malaysia known in the global Sukuk market. The government also introduced Green Sukuk and Sukuk Wakalah, which are new types of Sukuk that support sustainable projects and attract different types of investors. These examples show that the government leads both in building the market and in innovation. Next, the government's role is more important than the private sector. Private Sukuk depends on the government foundation. Without government Sukuk, private company would face higher risk, lower investor trust, and less liquidity. The government can also try new ideas like Green Sukuk, which private companies may avoid because of cost or uncertainty. The government is the main driver while the private sector helps the market grow. So, we can conclude that the government sovereign Sukuk is the main driver of Malaysia's Sukuk market, by building trust, liquidity, and innovation that the private sector alone could not achieve.
So this slide explains the evolution of Sukuk through three main stages. The first stage is Sukuk Ijarah, which represents the early development of Sukuk. It is based on a leasing contract where investors own the underlying asset and receive rental income. This structure is considered relatively low risk and help establish investor confidence in the Malaysian Sukuk market. The second stage is Sukuk Musyarakah and Mudarabah, also known as the growth stage. The Sukuk are based on profit and loss sharing arrangements, which are closer to the core principle of Islamic finance. They are commonly used for large infrastructure and also corporate projects where the returns will depend on the performance of the project. The final stage is hybrid sukuk, representing the mature stage. This structure combines multiple contracts such as wakalah ijarah or wakalah murabahah. Hybrid sukuk provides greater flexibility, improved risk management, and a broader investor appeal. Overall, the evolution of sukuk reflects the continuous development of Islamic finance in responding to modern financing needs while remaining Sharia compliant.
So next, one of the most significant innovation in the Malaysian sukuk market was the issuance of the world's first green sukuk in 2017, introduced by the Security Commission Malaysia. The sukuk aimed to finance renewable energy projects, particularly solar power plants, and mark a significant turning point in the integration of Islamic finance principles with the global sustainability agenda. In terms of structure, this green sukuk typically use wakalah or ijarah contract, where the proceeds of the funds are used specifically for designated environmentally friendly project. The cash flow generated from the project is used to pay returns to investors. This structure ensures Sharia compliance through provision of riba, gharar and maisir element. The return to investor is based on the performance of actual asset or project, not a fixed interest like conventional bonds. Second, halal and ethical investment purpose. Fund raised from green sukuk can only be used for activities that are halal and do not conflict with Islamic principles, and also supervision by the Sharia Advisory Board. Every green sukuk issuance must be approved and monitored by the Sharia Advisory Committee or Board. Next is impact for investor. For conventional investor, they can diversify their portfolio by investing in instruments that are more sustainable and resilient to long-term risks such as climate change and global economic uncertainty. While for Islamic investors, green sukuk provide investment opportunities that are in line with Sharia principles and meet the demand of maqasid Sharia, particularly in protecting the environment and the well-being of society.
Malaysia needs to modernize its sukuk market to remain competitive while still preserving the ethical foundation of Islamic finance. Blockchain technology can improve transparency, trust and efficiency in sukuk issuance without compromising Sharia principle. With responsible adoption, blockchains allow Malaysia to strengthen investor confidence and move towards a more advanced Islamic financial system. There are three main strategies. First, blockchain-based sukuk platform improve transparency, reduce uncertainty, and support risk sharing. Second, a regulatory sandbox ensure innovation remains Sharia compliant and protect investors. Third, tokenized sukuk allows small investors to participate, promoting financial inclusion. These strategies align with Maqasid Al-Sharia and position Malaysia as a leader in digital Islamic finance.
Next, for the penida ESG and sustainable financial nexus in Malaysian sukuk market. It is important for Malaysian sukuk market because it's built investor confidence and support long-term growth. Many investors now prefer investment that consider ESG factors, not just financial returns. Now, Malaysian sukuk growth depends on how it adapts to the global shift toward decarbonization. Market with weak ESG practices may lose investor confidence and stability. Firstly, Malaysia should develop a unified framework linked with Maqasid Sharia with the Sustainable Development Goals. This aligns Islamic finance with global sustainability goals and makes sukuk more attractive to the ethical investors. Secondly, the Security Commission should support transition sukuk with clear guidance and tax incentive. This helps carbon incentive industry move to greener technologies and keep Malaysia a key center for green finance in ASEAN. Thirdly, the government should lead by issuing nature-based sukuk, such as those linked to forest protection or biodiversity projects. This set an example for private companies and strengthen Malaysia's reputation as a global leader in sustainable investment. Overall, this approach aligns sukuk with Sharia principles and support positive social and environmental outcomes and keep Malaysia competitive in the global sukuk market.
In conclusions, Malaysia's global leadership in sukuk market is driven by a strong Sharia governance, government support and continuous innovation. The roles of Bank Negara Malaysia and the Securities Commission ensure market stability and investor confidence. To sovereign sukuk issuance, fintech adoption and ESG integration, Malaysia successfully balanced in financial growth, ethics and sustainability.